think it is hearing the pure sound from the spiritual master Prabhupada. Initially, you don't know how sometimes I surprise how I came here. We are busy in this corporate life. Later, recently I heard somewhere, and the Hare Krishna sound comes from pure devotee, but it still purifies our soul. So I realized later that maybe I used to listen when working in office. I used to listen that 16 rounds some video. From there I started. Slowly, maybe Guruji motivated to listen Bhagavatam online classes and all. From there I started my spiritual life. I started realizing what is soul. We don't know what is actually we are. Then we realized that it is a surprise, big surprise. Many of us don't know actually what we are. And slowly I started coming to temple, following every weekend and the lectures. So the only thing we have to listen attentively and follow that. Slowly we started, our soul gets purified and we start realizing. And one more important thing is, we can share the Krishna consciousness by distributing it. Very Guru Maharaj told, why? Because the book itself has that spiritual master strength. If one reads that one paragraph also, that gives a lot of energy, and maybe that person who took that book gets benefited. This is the recent, one of the lectures I heard. I want to give this message. So whatever spiritual master told us, if we follow maybe some 1% of it, we will be benefited for life after life. All ways to see the
I tell you one story. When Prabhupada disciples met George Harrison in London. George Harrison was a Beatles in Europe, very famous people. Shyam Sundar Prabhu wants to meet George Harrison. He's a great musician, right? He's a great musician. So, with great difficulty, this Shyam Sundar Prabhu meets George Harrison. And as soon as he sees devotees, George Harrison will say, "Where are you all these days? I was waiting for you guys." Because George Harrison had one record of Prabhupada in his room, Hare Krishna tune. He was listening every day. You tell him as an example. He was listening every day and he became nice devotee. So every day at your home you should put Hare Krishna Kirtan. You always learn. Our consciousness will change slowly. Good point. Sabita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Actually, from the beginning, since 2005, I am reading Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita. Before my marriage, it was there here. Gopal Prabhu has brought. So daily one sloka I was reading. So when I compare to my parents' Bhagavad Gita, I was saying it is so easy, why yours is difficult? I was feeling like this. But I was continuing mine. I thought this is I don't know, I had no idea about Prabhupada. But every year, January 1st, I used to go to Abid's. I don't know why. So when I saw, they were saying he is our Guru. Once I sat keeping backside to him. I don't know. All are doing pranam, so I was doing pranam, but I was going to Radha Krishna. So slowly what happened, I don't know. This Hare Krishna chanting started from 2007. I brought a mala and from Abits. 2007 I started one round only, every day one round. And that from YouTube I searched Hare Krishna Mahamantra tune, not tune, japa. So I don't know Prabhupada's tone that was. Every day morning 5 o'clock it was running in my home and I was working. Then slowly now wherever I see, bhakti on this I can see. So no material work, no material development. Even in our school recently what happened, around 130 teachers, I am the new one. 1 year I had. They are sending me Bhopal for Guru Puja. January 7th, yesterday they announced my name. I am coming back 5 days, big Guru Puja is there. And I have kept at my home 2 years back Srila Prabhupada's photo, small one. And I started puja 2 years. Giving prasad after offering him, I am just showing, I don't do more bhakti to him. But whenever I go out, I see his face. Jai Gurudev, I say. And I got the school also, Jai Gurudev, we have to say. In my school only, I am alone who is keeping tilak. And by seeing me, the tradition, they forget, they say me Radhe Radhe or Hare Krishna, they say. And I don't say Jai Gurudev, Hare Krishna to all. So everywhere I feel, now I am feeling development in my bhakti. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
आपकी लाइफ में क्या चेंज किया बोलो? Historic speech.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशकाय। हम सबके जीवन में एक बहुत ही सुंदर वैष्णव भजन है जिसको जयपता का स्वामी महाराज जी ने लिखा है, यदि प्रभुपाद न होते तबे की होते। वास्तव में प्रभुपाद जी ने हम सबके जीवन में जो परिवर्तन किया है, उस परिवर्तन के विषय में अगर हम करोड़ों मुख से इस विषय का गुणगान करें तो भी बहुत कम है। हम लोगों के गांव में हम सबके एक बहुत ही सीनियर गुरु भाई जो संन्यास लेने के 1 साल के बाद ही अपना शरीर छोड़ दिए वृंदावन में, हिज होलीनेस गौर कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज, वो हरि भक्ति प्रचार योजना के माध्यम से हम सबके गांव में आते थे प्रचार करने के लिए। और हम लोग के गांव में एक बहुत प्राचीन शिवाला है, उसको शिवाला बोलते हैं, मतलब भगवान शिव का वहाँ पर बहुत बढ़िया ज्योतिर्लिंग है। तो वहाँ पर वो आते थे, खूब कीर्तन होता था, प्रसाद वगैरह ले करके आते थे वो लोग। उस समय हम लोग 5वीं 6वीं क्लास में पढ़ते थे। तो हम सबके गांव के काफ़ी लोग उनसे प्रभावित हुए। उसी का फलस्वरूप हम सबको इस इस्कॉन में जुड़ने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ। और ये हमारा सौभाग्य है कि हमें ऐसे महत् पुरुषों का सेवा करने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ है। जब भी कोई हम लोगों के माथे पे तिलक देखता है तो तुरंत रिस्पेक्ट करता है। आप इस कौन से हैं? भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद का किताब है आपके पास। तो लोगों को इतनी तो परख है और लोग प्रभुपाद जी के फोटो को देखने मात्र से पहचान जाते हैं। वास्तव में आज इस्कॉन का पहचान भगवान के विग्रह से नहीं है। इस्कॉन का पहचान बहुत सुंदर मंदिर बनाने से नहीं है। इस्कॉन का पहचान कोई है तो केवल प्रभुपाद जी है। इस्कॉन विशाल बना दिया जाए, अरबों खरबों की संपत्ति से बहुत बड़ी बड़ी बिल्डिंगें हैदराबाद में हैं, अरबों खरबों की संपत्तियां हैं, बड़ी बड़ी बिल्डिंगें, पर उसको कौन जानता है? बहुत लिमिट में लोग हैं जो उसको जानते होंगे, जो उस ऑफिस में काम करते हैं। परंतु इस्कॉन का एक छोटा केंद्र भी है, वहां अगर प्रभुपाद जी का एक फोटो भी लग गया हो तो इस्कॉन के नाम से सर्च मारिए, आज इस्कॉन मियापुर सर्च मारिए। हमारे पास कोई मंदिर नहीं है, अभी कोई विग्रह नहीं है, केवल प्रभुपाद जी का फोटो है, फिर भी ये पूरे विश्व में फेमस है। आप केवल सर्च मारिए इस्कॉन मियापुर, आपको बता देगा, रास्ता लेकर के आ जाएगा। तो ये केवल प्रभाव प्रभुपाद जी का है ना। इस्कॉन से यदि प्रभुपाद जी को साइड कर दिया जाए तो कुछ भी नहीं है। आज देखा जाए तो इस्कॉन से भी सुंदर सुंदर स्वामी नारायण का मंदिर देखिए, गुजरात में अनेक जगहों पे बड़ी बड़ी विशाल विशाल इमारतें हैं मंदिर के रूप में, परंतु जहां प्रभुपाद जी नहीं है वो जगह फेमस नहीं है। प्रभुपाद जी का एक छवि ही अलग है। तो हम सबका सौभाग्य है कि ऐसे शुद्ध परंपरा में भगवान का सेवा करने का शुभ अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है ना। निश्चित रूप से भगवान से भी करोड़ों गुना दयालु यदि कोई है तो प्रभुपाद जी हैं, जिन्होंने समुद्र पार करके, जबकि एक सन्यासी को समुद्र पार करने के लिए भी वर्जित किया गया है। हमारे कई सारे महात्मा हैं जो क्षेत्र संन्यास लेते हैं, वृंदावन को छोड़ के कहीं जाते नहीं हैं। वैसे अवस्था में जब वृंदावन में रह करके भजन करना था, 70 साल 65 साल की अवस्था में, जिस अवस्था में आपके घर में अगर आपको कोई उपदेश देता है तो आप सुनेंगे नहीं। आजकल बूढ़ों की बात कौन सुनना चाहता है? ये समाज का सत्य वचन है। हमारे घर में जो 65 साल 70 साल के लोग हैं, हम लोग उनका सुनना ही नहीं चाहते। वो कितना भी सुंदर बोलने का प्रयास करेंगे तो हम लोग यही बोलते हैं कि इनका दिमाग खराब हो गया, बूढ़े हो गए हैं। परंतु प्रभुपाद जी बूढ़ा अवस्था में, ये बूढ़ा शब्द प्रभुपाद जी के लिए सुटेबल नहीं है, पर फिर भी भौतिक दृष्टि से इस बात को समझने के लिए यूज किया जा रहा है। उस अवस्था में भी 65 वर्ष की अवस्था में पाश्चात्य देश, जहाँ हरिनाम शब्द क्या है, गुरु तत्व क्या है और भगवत तत्व क्या है, जिस विषय में कुछ जानकारी न था, वैसे लोगों के बीच में जा करके डंके के चोट पर, लोग बोलते हैं ना, नचा दिए। पूरा विश्व को झुमा दिए भगवान के कीर्तन में। आज कोई कितना भी सुंदर कीर्तनीय कीर्तन गा ले, बढ़िया बढ़िया इंस्ट्रूमेंट बजा करके, पर जब प्रभुपाद जी के सरल भाव वाले जब कीर्तन बजते हैं तो बड़े से बड़े विषयी लोगों का भी चित्त मार्जन हो जाता है और वो तुरंत प्रभावित हो जाता है। तो बोलने के लिए बहुत सारी चीजें हैं। प्रभुपाद जी के जीवन में बहुत सारी कठिनाइयां आई। आज उनके कष्ट के कारण ही इस्कॉन में लाखों लाखों के जनसंख्या में भक्त दिव्य आनंद ले रहे हैं। बाप ने, हमारे बाप का जो संपत्ति होता है, बाप बहुत कष्ट से संपत्ति बनाता है, पर बेटा उसका ऐश करता है। आज हम लोग ऐश कर रहे हैं इस्कॉन के नाम पर। हर जगह सम्मान प्राप्त हो रहा है, हर जगह लोग प्रणाम कर रहे हैं। इसके पीछे किसी की कोई शक्ति है तो वह है श्रील प्रभुपाद जी, है ना। श्रील प्रभुपाद जी का नाम आते ही व्यक्ति रिस्पेक्ट देता है। ये हमारे जीवन का निजी अनुभव है। हम लोग गुजरात आदि कई प्रांतों में बस पार्टी लेकर के घूमते हैं, हर जगह इस्कॉन के नाम पर बहुत सम्मान मिलता है। और इसके आगे अगर कोई है तो श्रील प्रभुपाद जी हैं, है ना। इन्हीं की कृपा से एकदम मस्त जिंदगानी है ना। एक बहुत सुंदर भजन है, जाता हूँ जहां से वहां इज्जत भी मिलती है, प्रभुपाद की कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। इन्हीं की कृपा से सारी चीजें हो रही हैं। जय जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की।
Hare Krishna. So one of the realizations or I would say transformation that I have experienced after coming to the movement, joining Iskcon, has been a sense of identity. Earlier I was having a false sense of identity, but now that the Vaishnav tilak that we put on, and wherever we go, this gives us a sense that yes, the entire structure belongs to Krishna. So one of the conversation I was listening, wherein Srila Prabhupada was talking to a foreign this media person, when this person asked Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, you are a acharya and you put a tilak. All your disciples put a tilak on their head. Why is it so? What does it mean? So Srila Prabhupada asked him a cross question, wherein he very gently asked him, you have your churches and your churches have a cross at the top. What does that mean? So the person replied, the reporter replied that this means that the structure belongs to Jesus. So he said, the same applies here. The entire structure belongs to Krishna. The Vaishnav tilak, which means that he is a Vaishnav. He is a disciple of Vishnu or Krishna. So the same way when we move out, earlier we had no tilak before joining Iskcon. Now that we put on tilak, this gives us a sense that yes, I am not alone and I am a representative of Krishna, I am a representative of Srila Prabhupada. So the entire legacy what Iskcon has, today it's on our shoulders and we have this greatest asset. A false ego has been wiped off and a true sense of identification that yes, we are not this body but representative and part and parcel of Krishna. So that is my realization and I am getting a lot of mileage and support because of this thing. So this has been a greatest strength. So that's all for now. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So, you all, I think people are going to talk about Prabhupada, but one thing I would like to say about Prabhupada is, everybody says, Acharya. There are so many Acharyas we have all come across to the world and in India. But I can say only Prabhupada, you can call him as the Acharya of the Golden Age, because he has really transformed the whole world, because most of the Gurujis are in India, sannyasis are in India, they could influence others from here, but Prabhupada has did the reverse. He has gone for the best and from the best he has influenced everyone and now everyone is coming back to India. And wherever you go, any country, any part of the world, in Russia, one of the such a difficult country, now you can see most of the devotees are from Russia and China. So this is something, we can see the real, World Health Organization, or you can see the United Nations in Iskcon only. I can see all the people, you can see any race, any community, any religion, all are there in Iskcon. So we can proudly say this is called as Vasudeva Kudumbakam. This is a real Vasudeva Kudumbakam. It's not only in India we call this, but throughout the world, whole world we are seeing a change. That is none other than Prabhupada. Nobody can do. So again I like to stress the word, is the Acharya of the Golden Age. So we should utilize this opportunity and completely follow the instructions of Prabhupada and go back to Godhead. And this is a very, very rare moment in the Kali Yuga to be a God. So we should all utilize this opportunity and go back to Godhead. Hari Bol.
Show that mic. Just, you can put it in hand. Please.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Prabhupada ki jai. So I'm happy actually every day I'm doing some service which is to give happiness to Prabhupada. But where he feels is like the distribution is the main thing in Iskcon. So I'm very happy so that I'm helping daily some the distribution. And it's like Prabhupada gave us so many things, and so earlier it's like any devotee who takes initiation, he has to do 64 rounds of chant. So Prabhupada made simple for us. Actually, he made a very simple process to follow us and go back to God. So we should really thank Prabhupada. It's like any new devotee also who comes after 1 year also, he it's like just by reading the Prabhupada books and listening to his lectures, everybody will it's like learn tarkam. It's like how to defend everybody. It's like it's very easy in Iskcon. It's like if you go any other spiritual organizations, it's very difficult for them, but it's very easy. It's like Prabhupada lectures will be in short 25 minutes, but in 25 minutes everything will be concluded. Yeah, thanks to Hare Krishna.
हाँ हाँ
I and my daughter. So when we entered, I said Radha Rani के लिए पसंद है, लेकिन अच्छा उन्होंने मिठाई को विलम्ब हुआ. तो जैसे ही बाहर आ रही थी, मुझे एक आदमी से हरी बोल हरे कृष्णा बोली. मुझे लगा सिक्योरिटी है, बोली हरे कृष्णा ऐसे बोल के आगे. बेटी बोली कौन है? सिक्योरिटी होता है. क्यों आपको ही बोले हरे कृष्णा? मैं बोली तिलक बेटी. Tilak is giving lot of respect.
Yes, Hari Bol.
People feel ashamed, they say that it's looking like Mataji or this, but I feel proud of it.
Actually, Prabhu, who is that? Bhaktivedanta Thakur had a dream that we should have a disciples going to the court with Tilak.
Yes.
So, with Tilak, he specifically mentioned, and we have one, my godbrother, one devotee, the judge in Ongol. He puts Tilak and go to the court.
Now he is also advocate. I'm just 1 month ago I have got that.
Very nice. Hari Bol.
Hari. Yeah,
Ishwarpuri. Amshali, you are the
ज्ञानञ्जना शलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे. Hare Krishna. Firstly, I have no qualification to glorify Srila Prabhupada, but the only qualification, if we may have, is that we are recipients of His mercy. For millions of years, what Srila Prabhupada has given has not been given anywhere, not to such unqualified people as myself. He has not just done some miracle in the material sense, as most people expect some great yogis to perform material miracles. But the miracle that Srila Prabhupada has done is based on the sound representation of Srimad Bhagavatam. The solid philosophy presented in Srila Prabhupada's books transforms lives, not simply because it is a material vibration, but it is because it is the vibration of spiritual words emanating from the transcendental world, passed on through the Sampradaya. It is through Srila Prabhupada's mercy that people all over the world are connecting to the Sampradaya, not just simply through initiation, but through service, through actively engaging in serving the mission of Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur, that every house, every person, every village and town, there should be preaching, there should be chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It was Lord Chaitanya's vision that every town and village this Hare Krishna movement will be spread throughout. It is based on solid philosophy. Without understanding what is given by the Acharyas, without fully, clearly understanding that, we cannot implement the same vision that Lord Chaitanya had. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada's books are of utmost importance, and everyone in Iskcon who represents Iskcon in any standard, we may wear tilak, we may wear kantimala, we may wear dhoti and kurta, but what we should really wear is the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, the messages passed on from the Sampradaya, translated into English by Srila Prabhupada, and spread throughout the world in the form of his books. The more we carry the potency of those instructions by living them, the more we actually follow these instructions in our lives, the more we become a proper representative of Srila Prabhupada and of Iskcon. Otherwise, the external simply remains external. It cannot overt any change. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahi Tara Pravartan is said in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, that only one who receives the full mercy of Lord Krishna can actually bring about change in the society. And our society is meant for global revolution. Our society is not simply meant for a feel-good factor like most so-called societies bring people together, they celebrate, they eat and they go back. No. We are meant to bring about solid revolution based on Shastra, based on the scriptures. Without understanding what is in the books, without representing Srila Prabhupada's words as it is, we cannot carry forward the Sampradaya. We cannot carry forward the actual message of the Sampradaya as it is, without understanding what is in Srila Prabhupada's books and living the message of those books. So those are the basis for our movement. The books are the basis. And the more as we come closer to the Prabhupada marathon, we should all meditate on how we become living recipients of the message, not simply by distributing books, but by living the message of those books. By practically reading the books every day, understanding every line, every word that Srila Prabhupada has written, and how that applies to my life, and trying to apply it in our lives. Only through application can knowledge be transformed into realization. And realization is afforded not simply by some mystic touch of a guru. It is realization comes through sustained practice and integration of the principles of devotion into our life. So let us pray to Srila Prabhupada that we may remain and at his lotus feet, and by meditating on his instructions, by practically applying them, and by continuously trying to serve him in some way, whether by distributing books or in any other manner that he has given us in his family Iskcon. One way or other, we may please Srila Prabhupada somehow, and by his pleasure everything is possible. All spiritual desires, what is it that we sing that? Arana kare mane asa. In the morning we sing the glories of the spiritual master, and we sing that let there be no other desire in my heart except to please the spiritual master. And that is the right mood in which we can attain the full mercy of the spiritual master. So let us pray to Srila Prabhupada that we cultivate more and more of that attitude of being away from the center, keeping Krishna and Guru in the center, and let for their pleasure and for their happiness, let our lives be engaged one way or other. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
So, 9 o'clock. We'll have some more session.
It's okay.